So believe it or not, the cabasa is actually a modern day instrument. Well, not so modern anymore. It was actually invented in the 1950s by Martin Cohen, I believe in his garage or basement. Martin was the owner and developer of Latin Percussion, the company that really developed a lot of the instruments we have and popularized Latin percussion, made the instruments accessible to a lot of people. So we really owe Martin a great debt, and thank you. Thanks to Martin Cohen for doing that. Now we have this instrument, which I'm sure you guys have seen. Sometimes it's called the afouché. Cabasa, C-A-B-A-S-A is the popular name. It is basically emulating a gourd with beads around it. And it, of course, is a modern design. So it's got a canister around which is placed a serrated metal cylinder. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but around the top you can peek in behind the beads. And then, of course, these beautiful metal beads, similar to what you might see in some bracelets or necklaces around it. And so we get this wonderful kind of rich scraper sound. It's kind of an interesting sound. It's not really like a rattle, but it's not really like a scraper either. It's really in between a scraper and a rattle sound. So it's not super bright. To me, it's got a real sandy quality. Obviously, it's got this abrasive quality, and it's a really nice sound. So the basic way you can play these is just hold it in your hand like this, cradle it with one hand, and then you're just going to turn the handle with a twisting motion like you're turning a doorknob. All right, so that's the basic technique. Another technique I like to incorporate is shaking the cabasa like a shaker. And you notice this is our percussive action again. Same stroke, back and forth. Maybe with a little accent to make it interesting. Then you can strike the body of the cabasa on your palm or your hand. So kind of like we did for the kashishi, not too different. Instead of turning, though, like we did for the kashishi, we're just going to strike our palm for the cabasa. Now, if the handle gets loose, like mine just did, you're going to have to get a Allen wrench or Torx and use it in the top to tighten that up a little bit. This is brand new out of the box. Sometimes when you get a new instrument, it needs a little bit of tightening up. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Another way I like to play the cabasa is to shake it like a shaker. And again, we're going to use our percussive stroke, a regular reciprocating hand movement, back and forth. And then you can strike the cabasa on your palm or your fingers. I think my palm works better. So I'm getting a little tiny bit of scrape, but I'm also getting that impact. Now what did I do just there? I struck it on the downstroke, and then I struck it on the upstroke. So just like we did for the kashishi, we had down and up motions. You can do the same thing with the cabasa. Now, the biggest thing where people get thrown off with this is they hear the syncopated accents and they think that they need to change the movements of the cabasa. So just like with the kashishi and a lot of other instruments I show you guys, your hand movement stays the same. It's kind of like down and up strokes on an ukulele or a guitar. Your movement doesn't change. The way you strike the instrument changes. Your basic movement doesn't change. So what I am changing is my hand from opposite the cabasa to on my side of the cabasa. I'm rotating my playing hand back and forth. This doesn't change. Stays the same. Here it is at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this, but for those of you who are World Drum Club members are going to see a really cool trick. I'm going to show you how to do this on the patreon.com/Kalani page. All right, so thanks for watching, you guys. Hey guys, so if you're not a member of World Drum Club, please become a member. If you consume this information, if you enjoy getting these videos and you find this stuff useful, then please demonstrate your support by becoming a World Drum Club member and pledge $1 or $2 for every lesson. That's the way this channel is structured. Basically, I give you guys the stuff. It's kind of like public radio. I put it out there. I put it out there for you guys, and you just reciprocate by saying, "Hey, Kalani, that's awesome. Here's $1 or $2 per video." And you can set your monthly maximum. It's not a problem at all. So if you're not a member, go to patreon.com/Kalani and become a member of World Drum Club. Members get extras, extra lessons, extra video, some notation, some audio files, whatever I think is going to make that lesson even better. So let's do it. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in another video.